Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to do an awesome question on stacks, which is balanced expression. So in this problem we are going to pass a string as an argument, and we'll see in that particular string whether the expression that we are trying to evaluate is balanced or not. We are passing these brackets, right? We are going to ignore these symbols and numbers, right? We are just going to calculate the based on these brackets, and we'll see if all the brackets which are open are closed also. This is generally used for syntax checking and all, right? That's just an example of this problem itself. We'll see if it is balanced or not. That means all the brackets which are open are closed or not, and we're going to see if it is in balance. That means these brackets are closed in in an unusual way. We are going to do both of them. So let me give you an example. Let's start with the code. While I code, I'll be doing refactoring as well, so that I can tell you the code that you have written, how you can extend the code to support it more functionality, and how you can refactor it to make sure your code is readable as well. So we are going to do that on the way, right? So let's start with the code itself. Public boolean is balanced. We're going to pass our expression as a string, so let's take that as an expression variable. Now what do you want to do? We want to create a stack of character now what do you want to do? We want to create a loop and want to make a variable. Let's take it as var only. Okay, not var. Let's take it as a ch. Now what do you want to do? You want to take this for each loop for each of the element in this character array which we created with this expression string. Now what do you want to do there? We want to push that particular character, not directly. We want to push that particular character to the stack if the character that we are looping through is equal to opening bracket. We want to loop through this particular character array. If the character is opening bracket, we want to push to the stack, and if the character is closing bracket, then we want to pop from the stack. Right now, after all this, if your stack is still empty, that means all the brackets that you have opened, you are able to close them as well. That means your stack is finally empty. If the expression was balanced, you will get true and your expression is balanced. Simple as that. Before popping, we can do one more thing. We can check if your stack is already empty, because if your stack is already empty, right, and you're trying to pop an element, that means your stack is empty already and your expression is not balanced. There we can return false directly. So now let's test that is balanced. Expression that we are passing is, let's say, this one. And we are getting true. That means the expression that we are passing is correct. It's correct. Now if we want to check the invalid case, in this particular expression, when the first character itself is over closing bracket, we are supposed to get false, and we are getting that. So far our code is working fine. Now what if there are multiple brackets, right? Currently you have this only. Now let me write that code and show you. Okay, so now if you see in the code, right, what we have done, we have supported two more brackets, right? Earlier we were supporting only one, now we are supporting two more. If it is any of these, opening brackets is there, then push to the stack. If any of these closing brackets are there, then first check if the stack is already empty, then that means you have to return false only because the expression is imbalanced. This we already discussed. Then what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to pop a character, and immediately when you pop the character, right, which was the top element, so you want to check the current element that you're trying to loop through, right, which is from the character array. If that is a closing bracket and top it is not equal to opening bracket, that the current character that is being passed, right, if it is a closing bracket, that means before this the character which is being popped, right, it has to be a opening bracket. That is when you can say your expression is balanced, right? Because if your bracket is opening and it is not, and before this there is no opening bracket, right, how you're able to close it? No, how you can call it a balanced? That's why what we are checking here. Now let's test this code. Let's use this one where we are closing the bracket, but the same type of bracket we haven't opened, so we are supposed to get false in this case, and we are getting false. Perfect. You want to make this expression balanced, you're supposed to open it as well, and now if we run it, we are supposed to get it for true, and we are getting it. So you see, this is the code for balanced expression. Simple code, but you see how congested it is, right? We are just open close brackets, we have written OR conditions. Whoever reads the code, they are going to scratch their head to see what the hell is being written there, right? So they want to understand this code. Whenever some other person, engineer, is reading this code, they should understand what is happening in the code, right? For that, what we are going to do, we are going to refactor it. Now how we are going to refactor it? We are going to extract this condition to check if it is a left bracket. No, if it's a right bracket, right? Forget about left, right. We are going to say if it's a opening bracket, okay? And for this we are going to say is closing bracket. So this condition we are going to extract. Let me extract and show you. Now you see I have created three different methods, which is right bracket, just checking if it's a right bracket or not, is left bracket, we are just checking if it is a left bracket or not, and we have created one more condition, that is matching bracket. So we were checking, right, whenever we found a closing bracket, we want to check just before that particular character, right, if the character is opening or not. If it is not opening, you are supposed to return false. This condition, this condition we have extracted. So let me write in place of that is left bracket, right bracket. It's left bracket. Yeah, is left bracket ch. Perfect. Is right bracket ch. Nice. Now instead of this particular big condition, what you want to write is matching bracket. Yep. Now left and right, what would be the left one? This will be the top, and the right one is the current one, that is the character. Correct. If it is matching bracket, if it is not matching bracket, because we are return checking if it is not the matching bracket, right, we are checking if this is equal to this and this is not equal to this, right? So if it is not a matching bracket, then you're supposed to return false. So now it's better, I think. We can make it more readable. How? Even these conditions can be extracted, right? Now how we are supposed to do that? That we can do with the help of array list. Now let me do that. So you see what we have done, right? All those characters that we have taken, right? Those three types of opening brackets and closing brackets, right? So all the left ones, that means opening brackets, we have taken in this particular array list left brackets, and all the closing brackets we have taken in the right brackets. How we have done it, let me show you that. So we have taken two constant list, left brackets is containing left bracket, and right brackets is containing right brackets. We are checking if the index of this left one is equal to the index of this right one. We have make sure in the both the constant list, right, the order of the characters is the same, because with the help of that only we can say that they are equal. Okay, and for the right and left bracket, we are only checking whether it contains in the list or not, that particular character is part of that particular list or not. That's it. And if it is present, then it will return true. If it is not there, it will return false, right? So I think now our code is more readable. What we are doing, we have created a stack. We are iterating through our character array, which is created from our expression. Now we are checking if it is a left bracket, push to the stack. If it is a right bracket, check if the character just before that in the stack is the opening bracket or not, if you're trying to close it. We have used the not symbol there. If it is not the matching bracket, then return false, right? Perfect. We are checking based on the index, because their order is the same in the linked list that we have created. And that's it, I guess. Let's try with the examples if our code is correct or not. Let's try with this one only. Actually, we have done no change. We are supposed to get still true only. You see, we are getting true only. What we have done, we have refactored our code and made it more readable, right? That we have done how? We have extracted this condition of left bracket, we have extracted this condition of right bracket, and later we have checked if it is a matching bracket or not based on the concept of linked list, right? So yeah, you can check this with the multiple examples. I have just taken like 2-3 examples. One of the classic examples of stack, and I'll see you in the next video. May the source be with you.